My dear, it feels like it's been so long. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, what's that? Well, I don't quite know. But I recommend you don't look at it for very long. I mean it. Please, please, have a seat on my favorite chair. Get comfortable, get cozy. The fire is so delightful even in the dead of summer, because the cold never truly leaves. It just waits and hides. But, of course, it is time and again.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the sounds of suspense. It was the ill-fated Prince of Denmark, Hamlet, who lamented, "The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right." Many people before and since have echoed the same cry of despair, but none with more compelling justice and reason than Ethan Vigil, clockmaker and destroyer. Ethan Vigil, for whom a special clock struck a magic and an evil hour.
You got your box in. Your move, Jake.
No, don't rush me. I'm thinking. God in heaven, Ethan, how can you stand that infernal racket?
What racket? Oh, you mean the clock striking? I don't even notice it anymore. Well, go ahead. What do you want to give up?
No. Who can think of a chess move with all hell breaking loose? From now on, start our games after midnight. Used to drive a man stark staring mad. I swear to Sam Hill, Ethan, you deliver.
The only two living things left in the room at that terrifying moment, as time stood still, were myself and that damnable machine.
Our mystery drama, Time and Again, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars John Beal. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser, and by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll return shortly with Act One.
When you drink beer, do you tilt the glass for long, hearty swallows? Or just tip it and sip it? Well, sipping's the thing for wine. But Budweiser beer is a hearty drink, brewed for zest and character. The best way to enjoy Bud is to drink it. Not chug-a-lug, just man-sized beer drinker swallows. That's when that famous Budweiser taste, smoothness, and drinkability really come through. Smoothness and drinkability that come only from natural carbonation and exclusive beechwood aging. Smoothness and drinkability, too good for any half-hearted sipping. So drink up. You'll see that brewing beer right does make a difference. And that when you say Budweiser, you've said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
No matter what you're saving for, that's what Suburban Savings for Suburban.
Suburban Savings offers you a regular savings account with flexibility. You can add any amount to your account whenever you wish. Withdraw whenever you want. Suburban Savings pays a 5.25% annual interest rate on regular savings paid quarterly, which earns an annual effective yield of 5.47%. Interest is compounded continuously from day of deposit to day of withdrawal, as long as $50 is maintained in the account to the end of the quarter. Come into Suburban Savings and open an account with flexibility. Our regular savings account in New Jersey at Bayonne, Edgewater, Elmwood Park, Emerson, Hackettstown, Morris Plains, Nutley, Paramus, and Sparta.
Few of us can resist the fascination of an auction, and I'm no different than most, which is how and why I happen to possess this curious document, which reveals a bone-chilling account of how many lives were lost so uncannily and eerily to the inhuman demands of what Ethan Vigil called that damnable machine. The tale I'm about to tell... No, wait. If you can manage to decipher his cramped longhand, let Ethan Vigil confess for himself.
I, Ethan Vigil, clockmaker by trade, am writing this in case, when the moment comes, I fail to destroy the hourglass clock. For if I fail, someone must destroy it. Kill it. End its ghastly existence before God knows how many innocent people will die to satisfy its insatiable thirst. The clock itself came into my possession more or less by accident. I was working late at my shop one night about a year ago, and I heard a tapping on the closed glass door. Nation, some people can't read signs. Darn fools like to break that glass.
Stop that. Can't you see I'm closed? Hey, governor, please. Let me in.
Oh, get on with you.
You won't be sorry. Give me a chance. I'll give you the chance of a lifetime. Look.
It was raining heavily, the water streaming down the glass, but the object he had drawn from the cover of his pea jacket drew my eyes like a magnet. It was a clock, the like of which I'd never seen. It was shaped like an hourglass, with a strange-appearing pendulum hanging in the lower half and the face in the upper half. And in the place of the figure 12, at the top of the face, was the numeral 13. I had to see that clock more closely.
Oh, bless you, Governor. You're a lifesaver, you are.
What do you want?
Oh, I want you to have a look at this here clock.
The clock is the only reason I let you in. I'd like to have a look at it myself. Let's take it over to the bench. You want this clock repaired?
I want to sell it to you, is what I want.
I hope I don't regret this, but come on to my place in the back. There's a fire in there to dry you up a bit. Better back up to that fire. Where'd you get this clock?
Why, it came into my possession when its owner died.
Does it run?
Well, now, that there clock, it doesn't run. I'd be the first to admit it.
I'll give you $20.
Oh, now, look here.
$20. Take it or leave it.
Well, I may be down and out, but I know a good thing when I see it, and I don't intend to be taken advantage of by somebody
Doesn't
else.
seem to be any question of who's being taken advantage of.
Harriet.
Ethan, who is this person?
He's a customer, more or less. This is my sister-in-law.
It's near on to midnight, and my poor sick sister is pining upstairs for her husband to bring her a little faith and consolation.
Oh, now, Mom, I certainly am sorry to intrude on family problems.
Then don't. Ethan, get rid of this man.
You better go.
Yeah, but what about our business and the clock?
Well, $20 is all I have to my name.
I'll take it.
Don't you do it, Ethan.
Oh, mind your own business for once, Harriet. I had little doubt my sailor, who called himself Harry Stubbs, had dubious title to that strange clock. But like all collectors, to own something totally and unreservedly unique is an overriding obsession.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Oh, just look at this place after you had that derelict in here. Lights on all over the place, eating up money. To say nothing of good hard cash thrown away on that piece of junk on the table.
It was my own money.
What own money? You and Henrietta wouldn't even have a roof over your heads, let alone a piece of business, if it weren't for me. Oh, no, it's my money that keeps you going, and don't you forget it. Now, you lock the door to the shop.
I still have some repairs left to do.
You'll have to get up early tomorrow and do them.
I just wanted to have another look at this clock.
You'll waste no more time or light or fuel down here tonight. If it wasn't for good money paid out, I'd take that piece of junk on the table and dump it in the rubbish.
How I wish she'd done just that. Let the city collect it with the morning trash and bury it forever. But fate hadn't planned it that way. So I went upstairs from Harriet to face another problem I didn't know how to solve. My ailing wife, Henrietta.
Ethan, is that you?
Yes, Henrietta.
Where have you been?
Working, dear. Are you hurting?
Oh, when don't I hurt?
I know. How's your back?
It isn't my back. It's my stomach, Ethan. I'm scared. I've been afraid to think of it, but I know Harriet's sure I've got...
No, none of that. You just get off to sleep. That's what you need.
You just don't know how it is to be suffering every blessed minute of every day.
As I slipped under the covers and lay wide awake beside Henrietta, snoring away, my mind went back to the strange clock on the table downstairs. The intriguing mystery of a mechanism I had never even imagined in 40 years of clockmaking. And the enigma of why 13 replaced the numeral 12 on the face. All the next morning, between my infrequent customers, I puzzled and poked and tried to reveal the workings of this bizarre clock. But by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, when I was completely stymied, my wife surprised me by coming out to the bench in her bathrobe. Henrietta, what's wrong?
I've been calling for someone. Where's Harriet?
Well, she went to market. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I've got those blinding headaches again. Could we send for Dr. Royce? Is that the old clock that Harriet told me you threw away hard-earned money on?
It's a very valuable antique, an original. And it was my money.
Does it run?
No.
And what good is it?
It's worth $20 as it is, at least. In working condition, it could be priceless.
Can you fix it?
Oh, I don't know.
Why not?
Well, look at it, Henrietta. You ever seen anything like it? First of all, the hourglass shape of the case.
What's inside?
Well, that's the problem. Except for the 2 round glass windows. And they're not even glass. I don't know what they are.
What window?
Well, the one for the clock face in the upper cup, if you want to call it that, and the one in the lower inverted cup, where you can see what looks like a pendulum.
Oh, can't you shake it and get that to swing?
That doesn't seem to be the way it's activated. It's quite stationary.
Funny lopsided shape. Maybe it melted or something. Can't you get into the works?
Well, only through this lid on the top. Now, look. There's all you can see of the works. Very old. Wooden gears, wooden pinions, wooden axles. No way to lift it out. I can't even get my hand in there to try.
Well, let me. It's so silly. There must be some way to... Ow!
What is it?
Look what your silly old clock has done.
What's the matter?
My finger is bleeding. It felt like something bit me.
Oh, come on, let me see. Why, it's just a scratch. Scarcely drew blood.
Just the same, I'm not taking any chances with that dirty old clock. I could end up with blood poisoning. I'm going to run this underwater. Now, you get me a bandage and some disinfectant.
Right with you. I was suddenly aware that the clock was running. And its beat was the sound of the human heart.
But Ethan didn't follow his wife right away, because suddenly he had become conscious that the dead clock had come to life, that it had started to record time again, and that the sound of its beat was very different from all other clocks. It was a sound akin, if not completely similar, to the beat of the human heart. I shall return shortly with Act 2.
And Now another tale of the ball and chain. As Kellogg's Special K presents
the good, the bad, and the heavy.
Why is that cowboy wearing a ball and chain?
Because carrying around extra pounds can be just like carrying around a ball and chain.
How symbolic.
What will it be, senor?
Give me the Special K breakfast.
Here you go. Bona Special K, skim milk, orange juice, and coffee. Say, don't I know you from someplace?
You probably don't recognize me with my ball and chain. I used to be 10 pounds lighter, but I'm getting back that way by exercising and eating smart at every meal. Starting with this here Special K breakfast.
What's so special?
It's less than 240 calories, 99% fat-free, and delicious. It's going to help me get rid of this here ball and chain.
I bet your horse will be glad to hear that.
another ball and chain. Fight the dust.
Your happy ending could begin with the Kellogg's Special K breakfast.
That's Kellogg's Special K.
That's right.
Good night.
This is WOR New York, your Mystery Theater station.
Hey, Ma, what's for dinner? Hey, Ma, what you got? Hey, Ma, will it be much longer? My hunger getting stronger and I can't wait. She loves the family. She wants the best. She does all that she can do. She lets ShopRite do the rest. Hey, Ma,
What's for dinner? How about Armour canned ham, 3-pound size, $3.99. ShopRite grade A frozen green beans, 9-ounce packages, 6 for $1. ShopRite Dairy Case Homestyle biscuits, 8-ounce packages, 5 for 49 cents.
She loves the family. She wants the best. She does all that she can do. She lets ShopRite do the rest. Hey, Ma, what's for dinner? ShopRite has the answer.
Whatever his wife had accidentally touched, the clock had begun to run and remained running steadily, without any sign of stopping. Ethan checked that Henrietta's wound was little more than a surface scratch, and returned to observe... But let him tell his own story for himself, as he wrote it in his confession.
My examination of the clock as it ran made it even more of an enigma. Behind the face, beneath the lid, the gears I saw engage, second by second, operated the hands that told the time. What motivated them was obvious, the strange mass that I had supposed a pendulum weight, but which now, quite clearly, was a diaphragm or pump, opening and closing to create energy, in a motion like a human fist, or... Yes, suddenly I knew why the irregular shape was familiar, like the human heart. But what in turn motivated that, or fueled it, was the ultimate mystery. Everything about this clock was different, exotic, strange. Even its chime for the hours, plangent, plaintive, almost the sound of a human voice. I watched it irresistibly all day, all during the night, while I waited for Dr. Jacob Royce to come and examine my wife. Even while I waited for the result of that examination.
What the devil are you doing out here, Ethan?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. Just observing this clock. It's got me mesmerized. How's Henrietta?
Oh, what am I going to tell you, Ethan?
Same thing as usual.
Yep. Not a trace of any physiological problem. Never is. Oh, there's a name for it if it's of any help. Chronic inadequate. Someone who just can't handle the simple process of life and has to make excuses for it.
I'd better go up to her.
Oh, there's no need. I gave her a sedative. Won't hurt her, but it might do you some good. Come on now. Let's play chess.
If I set us up out here, all right?
With all those clocks rattling away.
I want to keep my eye on this baby here.
If you can't sit up with one sick friend, you gotta sit up with another.
And for the next 10 or 15 minutes, I did forget the clock that was to haunt the rest of my days. Inexorably, as we concentrated on the chessboard, All of the clocks ticked on towards 12 o'clock. And the moment when the explanation of that substitute number 13 was about to be made by the clock itself. Don't think much of your king's pawn variation, Jake. Got you boxed in. Your move.
Don't rush me. I'm thinking. Good Lord, Ethan. How can you stand that infernal racket?
Huh? What racket? Oh, you mean the clock striking? I don't even notice them anymore. Well, go ahead. What do you want to give up?
No. But who can think of a chess move with all hell breaking loose? From now on, we start our games after midnight. Enough to drive a man stark, staring mad. I swear to Sam Hill, Ethan, you deliver.
After the 12th stroke of the hourglass clock's chime, there was no sound but the beat of the clock and my own heart. Everything else had stopped dead. My friend's mouth was frozen in the act of speaking. His hand poised over a chessman as though cast in bronze. Outside, like the old child's game, people had turned to statues. A car backing into a parking space was stopped in its tracks. The very raindrops hung motionless in the air like a spangled curtain. For everyone else in the world, save only me and that damnable clock, time was standing still. The next hour was a strange delirium. My brain raced with new ideas for achieving my lifelong dream, a perpetual motion timepiece. My legs were as supple and tireless as an 18-year-old's as I climbed the stairs to look at my wife, frozen in the act of turning in her sleep. My sister-in-law caught in the middle of a snore. Towards the end of the hour, I returned to the shop. A quick stab of terror prodding at me. Was this to be forever? Poor Jake still sat in the middle of the move he had started almost an hour ago. The hands of all the clocks pointed to exactly 12, except the hourglass. There, the small hand stood directly at 13, while the minute hand swept closer and closer to join it. With a sense of mounting excitement, I waited for their junction. Like the other clocks, my strange new one had only struck 12 before. Now I felt I knew the reason for 13. The extra magic hour of precious time that twice a day it offered to its owner. With bated breath, I waited for the proof. The missing chime. And then it came.
Directly set us up here tonight to get me off my game. I concede.
Don't you want some more time to think it over?
Oh, it wouldn't matter if you gave me an hour to consider it. Tonight I'm too bushed to think. It's 1 minute after 12. We've only been at the game 10 minutes or so, and I feel as if I've been here for 70.
Is it really only 10 minutes?
You're the clockmaker, Ethan. Look all around you at your little markers.
Yes, you're right. So it's true.
You feeling all right?
Never better. Why?
You look a little strange for a minute. Matter of fact, Ethan, I've been meaning to mention it. I'd like to have you drop around to the office someday soon.
What for?
Well, you're not as young as you were, you know. And you've been pushing yourself pretty hard lately. Want to make a date now?
No, I'll call you.
No, don't forget. Now, there's something I wish all my patients were as healthy as.
20 years since I started that old avocado tree in the window.
And like Topsy, it just grows.
Don't you believe it? Oh, that took a lot of tender, loving care. Watered just right, pinching it back, bringing it along to grow up right. Just like the child. I love that old tree.
Yeah, listen, man's got to have something to love.
Yeah, I reckon. You don't think there's anything really wrong with Henry, do you?
No, I don't. Just another of her eternal spells. Well, night, old friend.
Rain stopped. Good night, Jake. For a long time after my old friend drove away, I stood by the door, gazing into the cool, crisp night. I didn't notice the cold. I was too full of a kind of welling excitement inside me. What a gift that clock had brought me. The dreams were building like castles in my head. Why, I was richer and more powerful than a king. Well, now I knew, no matter what, that for 2 blessed hours every day, from now on, I was a free man. And the last thing I heard that night, as my head hit the pillow, was the triumphant beat of the clock sounding in my inner ear. Or was it the sound of my own heart?
How is she, Doctor?
I don't know, Harriet. Now, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think we'll put your sister Henrietta in the hospital for a few days for observation.
Well, what's the matter with her?
Well, that's what I wanted to put her in the hospital for. Find out.
What do you suspect it is?
I don't suspect it's anything. I just want to reassure myself. Now, why don't you go up and keep her company while I talk to Ethan?
Oh, you won't have any trouble convincing him. I don't see why I can't take care of her.
Well, you can't this time, Harriet. If you want to help, go sit with her. I'll make the arrangements with Ethan.
How's Henny?
I want to put her in the hospital for a few days, Ethan.
Oh, she's that sick?
I'm not sure. Whatever it is, this is not just one of her spells. I want her under observation for a while.
Oh, whatever you say, Jake.
Yeah. I wish I knew what to say. I feel a little guilty. Ever since that night a few weeks ago when we were playing chess.
What do you mean, guilty?
Well, damn it, for 20 years I've been medicating her imaginary ills. I wonder if maybe I got careless that night.
Huh?
Well, there's no doubt that from then on, this debility, anemia, whatever it is, started. Well, I'll get along and make all the arrangements. I'll phone you when to expect the ambulance.
I had my own guilt nagging at me. In the months since I'd discovered the secret of the clock, I'd thought of pretty nearly nothing else. I waited as eager as a child for those 2 stolen hours every day. Not only for the relief from Harriet's nagging and poor Henrietta's everlasting complaints, but for the lift, the joy, the youth and vigor that they brought me. For I'd gone one better than Ponce de Leon. For part of a day, anyway. I had found the fountain of youth. But a wave of shocks was about to jolt me back to reality. The first was Henny's being taken to the hospital. The second was the morning the clock stopped. Oh, no. No.
What is it,
No,
Ethan?
you can't stop.
What is it, Ethan? What's wrong?
The clock, it stopped.
Oh, is that all?
I've got to get it started.
Oh, you shake it like that, it'll end up in pieces. Good riddance. I told you it was a waste of money.
Get out of here.
How dare you talk to me like
get
that?
out!
Oh, I certainly will. Nobody's going to talk to me like that, particularly not you.
I was frantic. My golden hours of solitude gone. My extra gift of precious time and the rebirth of youth. I couldn't let them go. There must be some way to bring them back. Start that damned intricate mechanism again. Clock was dead. Its lifeblood somehow drained. Blood? But that's what started it in the first place. Maybe... Oh, damnation. I'll let it ring. I've got to find something to... Oh, all right. Hello?
Ethan, Jake.
Oh, Jake. Look, I don't want to talk now.
Oh, then you've heard.
Heard what?
About Henrietta?
Oh, she's not...
I just got back to my office and got a message from the hospital. I'm afraid she's passed away.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm on my way to the hospital now, just on the outside chance. Better meet me there.
I'm on my way. We were too late. Henny was gone. With no goodbyes. I sat by a nurse's desk, waiting for Jake to complete arrangements and drive me home. A young nurse came down the hall with a tray of blood samples, putting them on the desk. She came towards me.
Mr. Vigil,
Yes, nurse?
Dr. Royce asked me to tell you he'll only be a minute or two.
Oh, thank you, nurse. As she walked away, my eyes following her blindly, then I was looking at that tray of blood samples. Blood. It was Henny's cutting her finger that started the clock. Would that be the answer? I acted without thinking. In a moment, I had slipped one of the tubes into my pocket. And I was back in my seat before Jake came striding down the hall. I was back in the shop at last, alone. With shaking fingers, I lifted the lid, exposing the brain, or whatever it was, of the clock. Uncapping the tube, I poured in the blood. We looked at the dial. The hands were spinning around to the proper time. And then the clock was alive again. Its heart was beating.
It would have been better, far better, had Ethan left it for dead. As we shall see when we return shortly with Act 3.
We knew we had a good thing going, but we're absolutely delighted that you know it, too. I'm Hy Brown, producer of Radio Mystery Theater, saying thank you. Thank you for those thousands of letters. Our prize drawing is over now, and I wish I could thank each of you personally. But here's the rub. So many of you ask questions about all sorts of things having to do with radio that sifting through the letters will take weeks. So here's a suggestion. If you need a quick reply, do write again, just the question this time, and we'll try to answer right away. Send it to Mystery Theater, Box 5152, Radio City Station, New York 10019. That's Mystery Theater, Box 5152, Radio City Station, New York 10019. And again, thanks so very much for your fabulous encouragement.
This is WOR New York, your station for the Mystery Theater.
Hello, this is Joe Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, for the very latest in nostalgia, for the ultimate in remembering, please join with me on Saturday nights from 9:05 to 11 o'clock, where memories are truly happening right here over WOR Radio. It is my privilege to present radio's original Memory Lane program, but positively the original. And whether it's Al Jolson or Benny Goodman or Louis Armstrong or Eddie Cantor or Harry James or the Dorseys, Mario Lanza, Gene Krupa, the young Frank Sinatra, George M. Cohan, Bing Crosby, Bogart, Lombard, Cagney, and all those happy times of radio's comedy and drama and soap opera. We have it fascinatingly, and all the sounds are reproduced crystal clear Saturday nights from 9:05 till 11 over WOR Radio. Yours truly, Joe Franklin, hosting Memory Lane. Tune in.
Which of us could resist the temptation of perpetual youth? Or short of that, any extension of life? 2 extra hours a day is 730 a year. Almost exactly an extra month. In a lifetime, 6 whole more years. But what Ethan Vigil forgot is that for every action, there is a reaction. For every gift, a recompense.
The saddest part of my confession is that after my wife's death, I became completely blind to everything but my 2 periods of escape every day. More and more, my sister-in-law, Harriet, took over the ordinary part of life, transforming my beloved clock shop into a nightmare against which I preferred to close my eyes.
Ethan? Ethan?
What, Harriet?
Would you mind helping me dress this window, please?
Well, what's the matter with it as it is?
If you just get away from that bench of yours for a moment and come here, perhaps I can show you.
All right, Harriet.
You know how I'm branching out now that I'm the active partner in the store.
Oh, gewgaws and Jim cracks.
Well, you might know you'd lag a mile behind the times. This is novelty jewelry, and to sell it, we must display it.
Cheap claptrap.
Now, first off, I want you to get this cheap, silly rubber plant out of the window.
Rubber plant? That's my avocado tree that I grew with my own hands.
Well, whatever it is, it takes up the whole window. I want it out of here.
No, sir, not my tree. It needs the sunshine it gets.
But what use is it?
Nation, does everything have to have a function? It's beautiful. It's balm to my soul. That's enough reason for its existence. Besides, it don't cost nothing, so you leave it alone.
Oh, very well. But I must have somewhere to display my costume jewelry. Oh, let's move that ugly old hourglass clock somewhere else. Why does it have to be right beside your bench where every customer comes...
Harriet, I'm warning you. You leave that clock where it is. Don't you ever dare lay a hand on it, you hear me?
Oh, my, aren't we touchy? Well, just let me remind you of something, Ethan. With Henrietta gone, her share goes to me, so I am 2/3 of this store. I can have it any way I want to.
Over my dead body. You can do what you want with all your cheap, tinselly stuff, but you keep your hands off that clock.
Oh, heaven's sake, all right. Don't you have an appointment with Dr. Royce?
Oh, I forgot. I'll get right over to his office.
Okay, Ethan, you can put your shirt back on. I'm all finished examining you.
Oh, what's the verdict?
I couldn't be more pleased.
You approve of the shape I'm in, huh?
Well, before Henrietta died, I don't mind telling you I was plumb worried about you.
Oh.
Your heart was acting up. I didn't like your blood pressure. And there was a lump in your belly I could palpate big as a grapefruit.
And now?
Now I don't even need the x-rays I took. Know it before I see him. It's practically noon. Now go on, you don't need a doctor. Get out of here. Let me get around to the sick people outside who do.
As I went into the outer office, I glanced at the electric clock on the wall. The hands clocked to noon as I did so. And I was looking at a, by now, familiar scene. The nurse who had risen to escort the next patient in was suddenly transfixed, halfway up from her chair. A child about to scream remained with face contorted, the scream not yet uttered. A thought crossed my mind. It was a month since I had fed the clock that first transfusion. I went into Jake's small lab, opened the refrigerator, I helped myself to a blood sample, and left. Back at the store, the only sound was the beat of my clock. It seemed a little labored to me, but for the moment I was too furious to see what Harriet had been at since I left. Draped all over my avocado tree were festoons of cheap tin and glass jewelry, and Harriet, the superior smirk on her face, was caught immobile in the act of adding more. I choked back my anger because suddenly, before I could move, the clock beat died.
Why, Ethan, how'd you get back so soon?
What are you doing to the avocado?
Well, since I can't take it out of the window, I thought I'd just use it as a display tree.
You leave that alone. As long as it's there, no one moves at it or touches it, except me. You understand that?
Well, you certainly don't have to be so abusive.
Get away. Get out of here. Leave me alone.
Oh, when you're in a mood like this, I'm glad to. I'm sorry to tell you that your precious clock seems to be out of order again. I hope this time it's broken for good.
Good riddance. Poor old tree. But first, some special oil for the magic lamp. Please, God, you'll still run again. Time stood still again. The pattern for the next months of my life was set. The part of it in my waking moments was only a necessary bridge between the long hours of infinite relief and accomplishment my clock brought me each noon and midnight. My designs for my perpetual motion mechanism were completed. I had already started to build it. That was my real life. Although I found to my dismay that the clock seemed to demand more and more frequent transfusions to stay running. But these were easy to steal from Jake's office in the hours when time stood still. And once again, events caught up with me. Oh, Jake, in just a moment. What are you doing here this time of night?
Well, the evening's young. I thought a chess game might get some things off my mind. What were you frowning at in the window when I passed?
My plant there.
Avocado? Oh, yeah. Looks a mite peaked.
I can't understand it. It's been wilting and drooping day by day. No reason. Are you any good at diagnosing vegetable life, Jake?
Nope. I'm beginning to think I'm not much better with humans. I wish I knew the secret of your spurt of youth. Think I'm getting old.
You're not yourself, Jake. What's wrong?
I don't know. In a way, it goes back to Henrietta's death, or seems to.
What does?
Well, I never said too much about the way she died at the time, Ethan.
Congestive heart failure, you said?
Oh, that's true enough. That's a condition that produces an end to living. But what caused it?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking myself. And I have no answer. Oh, tests were run and the pathological evidence was clear enough. But in spite of massive transfusions, we couldn't stop Henrietta's blood from simply disintegrating. Quite literally turn into water.
And that's unusual.
Abnormal. Never seen a case like it before. In the last 3 months, I've lost 3 of my patients to the same sort of, what shall I say, same sort of malady. I might have seen it developing, except for a strange thing.
What?
Well, all of them had been to my office and had routine blood samples drawn for physical checkup.
And the samples didn't warn you?
There weren't any samples to examine. Unaccountably, they disappeared from my office. And one other strange coincidence. The night your wife died, a blood sample for a patient in the hospital disappeared.
And that patient died later?
Yeah, about 4 weeks later. But I don't know why I'm worrying you with all this. It's none of your business.
Well, it is.
Huh? Oh, you mean as far as Henrietta is concerned?
No, I mean much more than that.
Ethan, what is it? I didn't mean to upset you like this.
I'm not upset. I mean, I just want you to understand.
Understand what?
That I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, you're a good friend, Ethan. And I guess I don't feel like any chess tonight now. I'll run along.
Jake.
Yeah?
I never asked before, but do you remember exactly what time Henny died?
Oh, about 25 to 12, I think.
I didn't have to think. I knew it all now. That was the precise moment that evil clock first stopped. So it was a monster, insatiable, that once having tasted blood, continued to suck on its victim till it had drained all life away. And I was no better, no less evil. I had been feeding this mechanical vampire at the cost of other human lives. In a daze, unable to explain to him, I saw my old friend Jake out and turned to face what I had to face. The shop was dark as I walked to the clock. My ears were so attuned to it by now but I'd been aware that it had started to labor and needed a fresh transfusion. I was more than a little mad by now, as in the dark I said to it, "Die! Damn you, you devil! Die!" My moment of triumph was brief. I still had my own expiation to make. Not only for my wife, but for all those others. And there was a personal sadness as my hands in the darkness traced the form of my perpetual motion machine, which would never be completed now. A man without love, wife, or children would like to leave a small footprint on the sands, his gauge to immortality. All I would leave now was a sick avocado tree I had nourished for 20 years for nothing. And then suddenly, I heard stealthy footsteps and pulled back into the shadows. Harry.
Oh, I thought you'd gone to bed.
What are you doing to the plant?
Oh, why, it's just some food to make
Let me see. It's a weed killer. You've been poisoning my tree. Why, you...
Don't you touch me.
Get away from it. Get away.
Look what you've done. I've cut my hand. It's your fault. But finally you've smashed up this ugly old clock for good. It's dead. Just as dead as your precious avocado tree is going to be. And don't think you can save it. I knew you'd never agree to take it out of the window. So I've been poisoning it for weeks. It's as good as dead right now.
And so were you, Harriet. So were you. Her blood had started the damn thing again. But this was to be the last time. What is there left to say? I have to watch another human being die. Slowly, inexorably, unable to arrest the inevitable. And even though it is someone I despise, my guilt is in no way lessened. The only pleasure I can take is that as Harriet sinks, so does that remorseless, evil, damnable machine. And once its heart is stilled, I shall destroy it forever. The one element I have not tried against it is the enemy of the devil. I shall take it, chained to my body, when we go to our grave in the river, to share it for eternity. As I finish this confession, to mail to my good friend, Dr. Jacob Royce, I can hear the evil thing labor, about to die. It's time for me to write the end.
So be warned. If you should by any chance come across a clock in a curio shop shaped like an hourglass with a dial that bears the number 13 instead of 12, shun it like the plague. I'll be back shortly.
Hello, mystery fans. This is the Creeping Claw. Yes, this is the Claw, and I'm coming your way. I'm coming your way, and I'm gonna get you.
Oh, I'd love to play the lead in one of those mysteries. This is Gene Shepard, gang, and I'm here to tell you that there's been a great time change here on WOR, and from here on in, I'm going to be heard every night. There's been all kinds of phone calls about it, so here's the answer. Every night at 9:15, Monday through Friday. Gene Shepard, better known as the Creeping Claw.
Good evening. I'm Patricia McCann. Dora McCann and I hope to have the pleasure of your company this week from 11:15 a.m. to 12, Monday through Friday. And let me tell you what we've got planned. Food prices have gone up again, so tomorrow we'll talk good, cheap food and how to make it taste. Then Tuesday, the day we've set aside for our ongoing nutrition series, our guest will be Diane Buckman, and she'll tell you how to use herbs to make everything from your own cosmetics and perfume to a natural tranquilizer. Then on Wednesday, we're going to get tough. Our guest will be Ralph Sharrow, a lawyer, a consumer, and a complainer, and he wants to tell us all how to get satisfaction from Ma Bell, Con Ed, and the local TV repairman. Thursday, Dora McCann interviews a lady who does a lot of ad-libbing in the kitchen, who doesn't think you should be uptight about a lot of the old rules and regulations. Her name is Glenn Andrews. She's author of Impromptu Cooking. And then last but not least, on Friday, you'll hear Muhammad Salam, who'll talk about his Middle Eastern restaurant, the Tripoli restaurant here in New York, one of the best. Have we got a date? Monday through Friday, the McCann program right here on WOR.
Oh, the fascination of time and man's never-ending quest to hoard it, to stretch it, to borrow an extra portion for himself alone. As I sit watching the clock ticking away, I, too, have that irrational impulse all of us have felt sometime to hold back the hands and bring time itself to stop. And then I remember Ethan Vigil, and I decide that once around is enough for all of us. Our cast included John Beale, Grace Matthews, Bryna Rayburn, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Deeply, hopelessly, irrevocably in love.
Now, my boy, I've been a publisher a long time. I've talked to dozens of authors. They all fall in love with characters they've created. It happens all the time. She didn't exist before you created her, did she?
She exists now.
Good heavens, man. She came out of your mind. She has no life except the one you gave her.
Maybe she did come out of my mind, but now she's got a life of her own.
Well, in a manner of speaking, of course she has. And I want to prolong that life, Stephen. I predict great success for Clarissa. And for you. You and Clarissa are one, you might say.
No, we are not one. We must never be one. I want her dead.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Well, my dear, I hope this has started your evening off correctly. I want you to enjoy yourself as much as I enjoy sharing your company. Or what's that? Well, I suppose you're right. Hold on. Let me freshen up your tea. There you go. There you go. Get that good and hot again. Good to your soul, good to your body. And it even smells like wild oranges.
You were trapped in the dank darkness of a ruined plantation house. And somewhere in the pitch-black room is a homicidal maniac armed with a knife, groping for you, trying to prevent your escape.
Escape, produced by William N. Robeson, directed tonight by Richard Sanville, and carefully plotted to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure.
Tonight we escape to a deserted sandpit off the coast of Georgia, where terror stalks under the Spanish moss, as Joseph Hergesheimer tells it in Wild Oranges.
What could have appeared more innocent of danger than that barren, low-lying shore of southern Georgia? What could have seemed less laden with terror than that lovely little cove, so tranquil and well-sheltered, so warmly bathed in late afternoon sun as we dropped the anchor of our ketch and prepared our mooring? And yet there was something. First it was an odor of a grove of wild orange trees in late bloom, growing defiantly amid the tangled undergrowth of the shore. The scent was strong and exotic and heady, and as I smelled it, I felt a vague uneasiness. Then as I watched the shore and Halvard, sole member of my crew, furled the sails, the mirror of the cove was shattered by a movement. First I thought it was a fish leaping and playing in the water. Came round a spit of land from an inner bay, and then Halvard was beside me.
That's queer, sir.
What?
I would have bet there was nobody within miles of here. But there's someone swimming.
Huh? Yes. It's a girl.
Aye. She'll be surprised when she discovers us, no doubt.
And embarrassed. Oh, she swims well, doesn't she? As if she's been born in the water.
Ah, yeah, that she's seen us.
Yes. Now she's running away. That sprint would win an Olympic race. Wonder what she's doing here, where she comes from.
Perhaps there.
Where?
Through the trees, there's a house. You can hardly see it. I spotted it a moment ago.
Oh, yes, so there is. Oh, but it's a ruin. It's rotting away. No one could have lived in that since the Civil War.
Well, there may be others back there.
Yes, but this coast is deserted. Marked as swamp on the chart.
Well, I don't know, sir.
It's strange. Very strange. Yes, it was strange. And stranger still was this vague uneasiness I felt. As twilight fell, the aroma of the wild oranges was overpowering. Suddenly, without knowing why, I slipped on a jacket, went to the side and dropped into the tender. Halvard stood by to cast off. He asked no questions, and I said nothing. What could I say? I didn't know myself why I was going. I pulled the tender up on the soft sand of the beach and walked up a dim path through the orange grove. The scent of the blossoms was full of such wild sweetness that I picked an orange and tasted it. It was bitter, but of a pungence that was new and rare and strangely delicious. The dim moonlight only accentuated the ruin of the house. There were other smaller, ramshackle buildings scattered about, overgrown with weeds and creeping vines. This had once been a great plantation. Now it lay still and lifeless. Then I saw the light. Round the side were a smaller portico held off the weeds. A single doorway was framed in the pale light of an inner lamp. As I approached, I saw a shadow move across it, so swiftly, so furtively, that it was gone before I realized it had been a man. Then I saw her, sitting on the portico, rocking softly in her chair.
What do you want?
Nothing. When I came ashore, I thought no one was living here.
You're from the white boat that sailed in at sunset?
Yes, and I'm returning immediately.
It was like magic. Suddenly, without a sound, you were anchored in the bay.
I've robbed you, too. Some of your oranges are in my pocket.
You won't like them. They've run wild. We can't sell them.
They have a distinct flavor of their own. I should be glad to have some on my boat.
All you want.
My man will get them and pay you.
Please, don't. Oh, Nicholas attends to that. Won't you sit down? My father was here when you came up, but he went in. Strangers trouble him.
Oh, I should be getting back. I'm sorry to have disturbed you and your father.
No, it was nothing.
Good night, then.
Good night.
That was all. Fragment of commonplace conversation, but it was enough. Now the uneasiness I felt, the strangeness of this place took shape for me. I saw it in her lovely, fragile face. I heard it in her voice. There'd been a hidden terror, a terrible, controlled fright that approached hysteria. There'd been a warning in it, and something else, a plea. By the time I got back to the boat, I was completely unnerved, and Halvard made matters worse.
You find anything, sir?
There are people living there.
Well, there'll be water then. Maybe we could stay here a couple of days, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, this is good anchorage, sir. I'd like to unship the propeller, and the topside could do with a coat of varnish.
No, we're going on south.
Aye, sir.
No, wait, Halvard. Of course, you're right. We need a couple of days' work before we head into blue water. We'll do it here. And so we stayed. In the light of morning, the strange dread I'd felt seemed foolish, and especially when I went ashore and found the girl looking young and fresh and fragile, fishing off the little pier in the inner bay. She had a pathetic little rod and line, so I got our tackle from the boat and landed a big rockfish for her, enough for several dinners. We were carrying the fish to the house when we came on a pale, thin ghost of a man sitting on the portico. He started a swift retreat, but too late.
Father, wait. This is my father, Litchfield Stoop.
How do you do, sir?
Lily, you all know I can't. Strangers, they...
Father, you must manage yourself better. You know I wouldn't bring anyone to the house who would hurt us. And see, we're fetching you a splendid rockfish.
Oh, yes. So you are. We are alone here, sir. The man is away, my daughter and I. The fish, yes, acceptable.
If you will carry it in for me. Nicholas would do it, but he's away. And Father isn't strong. This way. We have no ice. I must put it in water. In here, right there. Thank you. You've been very nice. Now I suppose you'll go on across the world.
Not tonight. We're staying here, making repairs.
Where do you come from? And where are you going?
From Cape Cod. I'm going to the Guianas.
Isn't that South America? I've traveled far. On maps. I was born here in this house, and I've never been 50 miles away.
Oh, well, that's incredible. Look, you seem like a girl who's been everywhere in the world and had the best education, everything.
My father has many books in there, that's all.
Your eyes are remarkable. Gray-green, like olive leaves, and magnetic. I came ashore to ask you if you had a large water supply and if I might fill my casks.
Of course. Rainwater, the cistern's full.
I'll send my man Halvard then.
Yes.
There's something else in your eyes, in your voice. What is it? Fear?
Fear? Why, no, of course not. What should I be afraid of?
I don't know. But I saw it in your father's face, too.
It's only your imagination.
Yeah. Yes, no doubt. Goodbye, then. Thank you for the fishing. Strange how this girl should upset me so. I tried to resist, but that evening I found myself going back to her. Tying the tender to the little pier, I watched as she came to meet me.
I'm glad you came. The fish waited...
Oh, don't tell me. I'd rather not know. I might be tempted to mention it in the future, and I'm sure it would sound like a fish story.
But it was imposing. Nicholas waited. He's our man. He's back. Let's stay here, by the sea. It's so lovely in the moonlight.
All right. Oh, it is nice here.
I lied to you today about fear. I suppose I am afraid. I suppose my father has passed some of his fear on to me.
Why is he afraid?
Well, that's a long story, going back to the First War.
Please tell me.
Well, he was a young man then, and he didn't go to war. It wasn't that he was a coward exactly. He just couldn't adjust to it mentally. People mocked him, laughed at him, and threatened him. That's when a sort of perpetual fear started. He ran away. He met my mother and married her. They came here. None of us has ever left this lonely place. Never will, perhaps.
Your mother?
She's dead. Loneliness killed her. Perhaps it's no wonder that I sound timid or afraid. Perhaps I am.
Aren't you lonely, too?
I don't know anything else. But what about you? Who are you that you go sailing about the world with only your sailor for company?
Oh, I'm nobody. My name is John Woolfolk.
And you do nothing but sail about the world?
Nothing.
Why?
Well, Let's say I don't like modern society. Let's say I don't like entanglements.
I see.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You needn't apologize. I envy you your freedom. I sit here a great deal and watch the ships far out there on their water roads. You are enviable. Sailing where you like. Safe and free. Safe and free.
There is something more than you've told me. More behind this fear in your voice.
No.
But perhaps I can help.
No, please.
What's that?
It's Nicholas! Blowing on the conch. I've got to go in.
I'll come with you.
No, please. No, don't come. You'll be going soon.
Tomorrow, perhaps.
Then, goodbye. Goodbye.
Now I knew the terror I'd only sensed was real. This girl was possessed by fear. This house held some terrible secret. What could it be? Next morning, Halvard suggested we repaint the engines, and I agreed. We'd stay another day or two. Later, Halvard went in to fill a cask of water. He came back without the cask and livid with rage.
There was an idiot in that house. Next time I'll take the pistol.
What do you mean? Where's the cask?
It was broken.
How?
It was filling it at the cistern, and this idiot, a huge hulking brute, came out of the house. He told me to get away. Well, I tried to explain that we had permission, but he came at me with a knife, gibbering. Well, I hit him, but it was like hitting an ox. He put his foot on the cask and crushed it.
I'll see about this.
You be careful, sir. The man's not right. He's dangerous. Plenty dangerous.
I went ashore and around to the back door of the house. Millie wasn't in sight, and when I knocked, a lumbering giant with pig-like eyes came to the door.
What do you want?
I take it you're Nicholas, the man who broke my water cask.
It was full of our water.
I'm not going to argue with you. I came ashore to instruct you to keep your hands off my property and my sailors.
Oh, let our water be.
I told you I wouldn't discuss the matter. I don't have to justify myself to you. Just remember, keep your hands
Don't
off.
get me started.
What do you mean, started?
Here, don't get me started. Mind, I warned you. Don't
put down that knife.
Go away now. Don't get me started.
Stand
Go
back.
away. Don't get me started. I'm telling you.
Nicholas, stop. What is this? What's the matter?
Nothing. Nicholas and I have had a little misunderstanding, that's all. It's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about, I said. But when I got back to the boat, I couldn't help asking myself why I'd left her with that brute. I just about made up my mind to go ashore again to check up when I saw her waving on the beach. She wanted to visit the boat. I went and got her. There was no hint of terror in her face now, just shining, girlish wonderment at the polished metal and the gleaming wood of the ketch. I offered to take her for a sail, and her face lighted up like a child's. But when we reached the heavy swells outside the reef, her face got white, and she froze.
It's so big.
Are you frightened? I'll turn back.
I'd rather you didn't. I must learn. I'm not a child.
No, we're going back. Before we got to the anchorage, her panic was almost out of control. But safely moored once more, she calmed slowly and said,
How strange. To be forced back to this place I loathe by my own cowardice.
It's not cowardice. The sea is frightening to those unused to it. Come, you must forget it now. Halvard will have tea for us in a moment. How do you like our boat?
It's quite wonderful. Have you nothing else to care for? No place or people on land?
None.
And you're satisfied?
Hardly. All the things most men value were taken from me in an instant.
Can you talk about it?
I haven't for 12 years. Not to anybody, but now, yes, I think I can. You see, we were just married. Only a few days, and we were very, very happy. Then, in one instant, she was dead. It was a silly, stupid accident thrown from a horse, without rhyme or reason.
So you left everything, taking your revenge on the world.
You could put it that way, I suppose. I simply don't want to take a second chance to become involved and be hurt.
But that's living. To be hurt. Do you think you can escape so easily?
I don't know.
Oh, I must go. Father will be waiting.
Why so suddenly? There's... Oh, yes, I see. That's Nicholas on the beach looking out here, isn't it?
Yes, dinner will be ready.
Why do you have a servant like that? That man's dangerous.
You mustn't say that. Please don't. Just take me in, please.
Now I knew that she too was afraid of Nicholas. I could see it in her eyes. Why then did I let her go to him? I don't know. I was confused, I guess. That night a storm broke, a raging wind and rain, and to match my tortured mood. I hardly slept. Her face was always before my eyes, and by morning I knew that I must do something. I rode the tender in through a drizzling rain. I went up through the orange grove and stopped in the bushes by the house. Someone was coming out of the house, and I crouched down out of sight. It was Millie. I rose and called her. Millie!
Oh, it's you. I was just coming out to look. I was afraid you'd gone out. The sea is like a pack of wolves.
I won't go alone, not without you.
What are you saying? That's madness.
No, I've got to talk to you, Millie. There's a lot that needs explaining. Things that I have a right to know.
No, not here. Come.
She led me into one of the smaller ruined buildings. What must have been a store in the days of the great plantation. We crouched far back in the dripping shadows of a corner.
Now.
Millie, I love you. For the first time in 12 years, I'm living again, and I love you.
I know nothing of love.
It's easily learned.
Well, perhaps if things were different, someplace else, I might care very much.
Then I'm going to take you away someplace else. Make things different. Give you the chance.
No, it's too late. You came too late.
Why, Millie? Why? What is it? What is it you fear?
Nicholas.
Oh, he's nothing. Nothing to be afraid of. Has he been bothering you?
He says he's crazy about me. He says I must marry him.
Where is he now?
No, you mustn't, John. Something frightful would happen.
Not frightful, just unfortunate for Nicholas.
You don't understand. He's not human. There's something about him.
What about him?
He came here in April. We were glad to get him. Servants are impossible to get back here in the wilderness. He would work for the smallest wages. Only a few days ago, I found out why he was glad to be here. I was cleaning his room, and I found this.
Let's see. Wanted for murder. Iskon Nicholas. Homicidal maniac.
He knows I found it. He knows. And he's been furious. Then you came, and he ran and hid in the pines. But he told me if I spoke about it, then it would happen to me. And if I left with you, it would happen to Father. You see, he thinks I'm in love with you. He told me to send you away. He said you must leave today.
Millie, I should have realized.
He says I must not be away for longer than an hour. I must go.
Look, Millie, it'll take us a couple of hours to get the boat ready. I'll come for you tonight at 8. Now, tell him you saw me and I promised to go. And act quietly. Say you've been upset. You'll give him his answer tomorrow. Then at 8, bring your father and walk out to the wharf. That's all. But do it without hesitation or preparation.
Oh, don't let him hurt us. Oh, please don't.
Not now. He's finished, Millie. But do as I say. It won't be long, hardly 3 hours. And then, freedom. Now that I knew, now that there was to be action, I felt better. Halbert and I got the ketch ready for sailing, and 8 o'clock we tied it up to the little pier. The storm had abated slightly, but it was still raining. I got up on the dock and waited for Millie. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Something was wrong. I told Halbert to wait there with the tender. Then I walked slowly up to the house. It was dark. I went up to the side portico to the heavy door. Tiny crack of light showed under it. I pushed it open. The light came from a parlor to the right. I looked in. On the floor lay a body. Old Litchfield Stope. He was dead, crushed. His arm twisted grotesquely under him. There was not a sound in the house. Slowly I walked through the downstairs rooms. Nothing. And back in the hall I heard a slight creak. Upstairs someone had moved. Was it Millie, alive? Or Nicholas, lying in wait? I groped slowly up the stairs. I dared not use my flashlight. It would have made me a target for his knife. The upstairs hall was pitch black, and still there was no sound. I inched my way along the wall, slowly. Then I stumbled on a loose board. The pistol flew out of my hand, but the stumble saved my life. The same instant I felt Nicholas lunge. Heard the knife sing past my ear and thud into the wall. Felt his great bulk smashing on my shoulders. My gun was somewhere on the dark floor. His knife was embedded in the wall. Now we were grappling hand to hand, rolling on the floor, kicking, tearing, gouging, crushing. My strength and wit against the massive bulk of a maniacal killer. How many minutes did that unequal struggle last? I don't know. It seemed an hour. Several times, as if by common consent, we rested for minutes at a time, locked in tight embrace. Once we rolled apart and lay panting, the breath aching in my throat. Then I heard him groping along the wall, searching for the knife or the gun. I threw myself on him again, but he was too big, too furious. I felt my strength ebbing away. His fingers were closing over my throat. With one last effort, I tried to throw him off, to roll him over. I staggered dazedly to my feet and looked up. He'd fallen through the banister down the stairwell. Nicholas had landed on the bottom. He lay there on the stairs, sprawled, his head at a grotesque angle. But he was not dead, only stunned. I leaned against the wall, looked at him stupidly. There was something I was trying to remember. What was it? Then she came down the steps and I remembered. Millie.
I had to walk right past him. There was no other way. Right past his head and my skirt. I think we better go away. It's quite impossible here with him in the hall where you have to pass so close.
Millie, yes, we'll leave at once.
I must tell you about my father. You know, in Virginia, the women tied an apron on the door because he would not go to war, and that preyed on his mind, and he was afraid of the slightest thing.
Yes, I know, but we must go.
Things upset him so. He had no strength.
To hear him talk like this, like a sick child, was almost more than I could bear. But now I heard something. Nicholas had gotten up. He stood there and stared for a moment at us. Then he started slowly up the stairs. He was going for the knife.
This little thing upset him.
Millie, we've got to go.
I was to meet a man. We were going away someplace where it'd be peaceful. He said at 8 o'clock. But Nicholas suspected, you see. He asked why Father had put on his heavy winter clothes. Then when I tried to go out, he pushed me.
Millie.
And do you know what Father did then? He came up and he said, "Don't do that. Take your hands off my daughter." His lips shook a little, but he said it. That's the important thing.
Yes, of course. Your father was a brave man after all. Now come, that man is waiting for you. There's no time to lose.
Father said, "Take your hands off my daughter." Nicholas killed him, of course. Crushed him like a little mosquito. But it was a brave thing to do.
I couldn't wait any longer. I had to risk whatever injury it might do to her mind. I could hear Nicholas coming back. I swept her up in my arms and carried her out into the night, down the path to the little pier. Behind me, I could hear Nicholas crashing through the brush like a giant animal in pursuit.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, about done in, but all right. Here, help me get her in the boat.
Yes, sir. There. Somebody's coming.
It's Nicholas. He's got a knife.
Good. They wanted to get back at him. You get in, sir. I'll take care of him.
Halvard went to intercept Nicholas on the path. I heard them meet and struggle for a moment. Then a stooped figure came walking slowly onto the pier. I prepared to shove the boat out into the water, and then...
All right, sir. It's me.
Oh, Halvard. Where's Nicholas?
They stopped him. He was all pumped out.
Are you hurt?
No, just a scratch. I missed his knife at first in the dark. It's nothing.
Good. Let's get away from here, then. I held Millie in my arms as Halvard rowed to the ketch erratically, I suppose, because of the storm. We were ready to cast off in 2 minutes. The last obstacle would be the narrow passing out of the cove. In this storm, it would be dangerous, very dangerous. I started to take Millie into the cabin.
No! There's Nicholas! In the doorway!
Nonsense. Nicholas is dead. You're on my boat, Millie. You're safe, Millie.
Safe? With John Woolfolk?
I am John Woolfolk.
But you didn't come.
Yes, I did, Millie. And you're safe. Come.
I want to stay here.
All right. You sit here beside Halvard. I'm going up front to take soundings.
In this van, you won't be able to hear me if I call.
No, but you can hear me. Remember, we've only 3 feet clearance. You'll have to hold it steady through the passage.
Oh, I'll manage it.
Halvard, this is no time for pretense. How do you feel?
All right. I've taken knives before. Just to scratch.
All right, we'll fix it as soon as we get outside. Now let's go. Turn over the engines. Pull up anchor. The boat headed into the tearing wind of the storm, sped swiftly toward the narrow inlet. A foot too far on either side, and we would hit. In this sea, that would mean death for us all. I stood far up on the bow, taking soundings, feeling out the passage. Fore! The howling wind carried my call back to Halvard. The boat veered. I realized he must have lost a lot of blood. Halvard! Halvard, steady her! Slowly, haltingly, it came around. 3.5! Steady now! But it was anything but steady. The boat waved and swung as if an amateur hand were on the wheel. In a moment, we might hit. 3.25! We're in the passage. Hold steady, Halvard! Steady! For just another moment. Just one moment. 3.5! We're through! Good boy, Halvard! Good boy, Halvard, I called. But when I went back, it was not Halvard at the wheel. It was Millie. Millie, her hands steady, her eyes washed clear of any madness. Millie with a tight little smile on her face, but no fear. And Halvard lay rolling with the swells in the bottom of the cockpit.
I'm afraid he's dead, John. He was wounded worse than you thought.
Halvard dead?
He told me to take the wheel. Said it was life or death. Then he slid down like that.
When? When was this?
Back there in the passage. Just when you said 3.5. I'm afraid I wasn't very good. But I held on.
Oh, Millie, you were wonderful.
No, not yet. But I'll learn, John. I'll learn.
Escape is produced by William N. Robeson and was directed tonight by Richard Sanville. You have just heard Wild Oranges by Joseph Hergesheimer, adapted for radio by John Dunkel, with Paul Frees as John Woolfolk, Jeanette Nolan as Millie Stopes, Bill Conrad as Halvard, Jack Crucian as Nicholas, and Sherry Hall as Litchfield Stopes. The special musical score was conceived and conducted by Cy Fuhrer. Next week...
You've planned it very well. She's dead, and you feel no remorse. Your escape has worked out perfectly. There's nothing to worry about. Except, perhaps, an unexpected Christmas present.
Next week, we escape with John Collier's grim story, Back for Christmas. Good night, then, until this same time next week, when once again we offer you Escape. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
You know, my dear, many times in life and other circumstances, I find myself feeling relatively, I don't want to say lost, that's almost too dramatic, no, but wandering, listless, aimless, hoping to find whatever it is you're looking for. Yes, sometimes it feels like in life and, well, you know, I'm wandering and chasing my tail, sort of like the cross-eyed bear.
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here again to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. Tonight, our stars from Hollywood are Miss Virginia Bruce and Mr. John Loder. Miss Bruce appears as a beautiful and adventurous young lady who went in search of the bright face of danger and risked her life while finding it. Mr. Loder's role is that of the smooth and charming gentleman who granted her employment in a perilous enterprise. The story called The Cross-Eyed Bear by Dorothy B. Hughes is tonight's tale of suspense. If you've been with us before, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous adventure. In this series are tales calculated to intrigue you, to stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation, and then withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so it is with the performances of Virginia Bruce as Lisanne Stephan and John Loder as Bill Folker. We again hope to keep you in suspense. The Cross-Eyed Bear. Subway train, Midtown New York. A tall blonde girl reading an item in her newspaper. Reading it over and over. An advertisement. A personal advertisement.
Wanted. A beautiful girl. No special training required, but must not be afraid to look upon the bright face of danger. Full wardrobe and liberal expenses, good salary. Apply in person, room 1000, the Lorenzo Hotel, East 51st Street.
51st Street!
How do you do? I came to answer an ad.
Oh.
Is this the place?
Yes, this is the place, I should think.
Well, am I the only one?
Not quite, but just now you're the only one.
I see.
I thought, listen, Miss, whatever your name is.
Lisanne Stephenson.
Take my advice, Lisanne, before it's too...
Lydia, about that... Oh, someone to see me?
This young lady came in answer to the ad, Mr. Folker. Miss Lisanne Stephenson.
I see. Well, won't you come in, Miss Stephenson?
Thank you.
In here, please, my office. Please sit down, won't you?
Thank you.
Bad. Not bad. Oh, excuse me, Miss Stephenson. This is my associate, Mr. Hugh King.
A bodyguard. She might as well know these little things, Bill.
Hugh's not really rude, Miss Stephenson. It's just a mannerism.
Well, Bill did advertise for a beautiful girl. I've always considered myself sort of an authority on that subject.
I see. Perhaps, Mr. Folker, you'd be good enough to explain why...
Perhaps I might tell you something about the job, eh?
Well...
Why did you apply for this position, Miss Stephenson?
I needed the work.
And you're quite sure you're not afraid of danger?
As a matter of fact, I suppose I am, but I told you I need the work.
Well, that makes two of us.
Miss Stephenson, have you ever heard of the cross-eyed bear?
Yes.
Where?
Why, in the papers. Wasn't that what they called Knut Villiers, the Swedish nickel king?
Did you know he was dead?
Yes, that's how I happened to hear about him, when they had it all in the papers about a year ago.
And did you know he had 3 sons?
No, I didn't read much beyond the headlines.
He did. One of them's dead. His name was Dean, the youngest. The oldest, Stefan, is still in Sweden. The third, Lance Villiers, is where your job comes in.
I see.
Which she obviously doesn't.
I want you to meet Lance Villiers, to get acquainted with him, win his confidence. Do you understand?
I think so.
We know where he is, who he is, but he won't admit it. He pretends he's a piano player named Lance Vort at Jim and Jack's nightclub. We're pretty sure that Lance Vort is actually Lars Villiers, the second son of the cross-eyed bear.
Am I supposed to know why you want this done?
You might as well tell her, Bill. She's in for it now, anyway.
In for it?
Oh, you means it seems you're hired. You are.
Oh, thank you.
You accept?
Yes, I accept.
Well, then, the background, Miss Stephenson, is this. When the cross-eyed bear, that is, old Knut Villiers, died, he left a will. The will was consciously designed to bring about the murder of at least 2 people.
Murder?
Yes. He left his estate, which included several important mines, divided equally among his 3 sons. He left a check for $3 million, 1 check torn in 3 pieces, 1 piece for each of his sons, and all 3 pieces must be presented together before the check is valid.
A check torn in 3 pieces?
Oh, sure, it's an old gag, but it's effective if you want a house divided.
You see, the old bear knew that one son would eventually kill the others for their shares, and he knew which one.
Stefan.
The one in Sweden?
Yes.
Why do such a thing if he knew?
Survival of the fittest, chum. The fittest to run his empire. The old boy is what is known as a rugged individualist.
And because he hated all of his sons and wanted them to hate each other, they weren't even brought up together. Why, they've never even seen each other.
But it seems so... Can't someone bring them together? Isn't there some way?
Sure. Stefan's way. First he killed Dean, and then...
Of course, there's no proof. It happened somewhere up in Vermont.
I thought you said Stefan was in Sweden.
We think he is, but there are ways of doing these things.
No, he's on the trail of Lance, the second brother. And that's where you come in. We want to get to him before Stefan does.
But if you think you know where he is and who he is, why don't one of you talk to him?
Because he's scared. He doesn't trust anyone. He won't talk to anyone. Now, maybe he'll trust you.
But, Mr. King, may I ask just why
you see, is neutral, and so they're scared to do anything about it officially. Now, Bill here is like one of those spies in the movies. If he gets caught, his own government is the one to throw the first stone.
Besides that, my government is afraid that if Stefan gets control of the mines, he'll turn them over completely to the Germans.
Yeah, Stefan's pro-Nazi, among his other virtues.
Well, Miss Stephenson, will you be ready to go to work tonight?
Yes, I'll be ready.
I'll reserve a table at Jim and Jack's. 2, in fact, for, say, 10 o'clock. We'll meet you around the corner from the bar. I don't want Lance to see us together.
I'll be there.
Very well, then, Miss Stephenson. Oh, by the way, here's a little cash. You may want to buy yourself an evening dress or 2.
Thank you, but...
Oh, not at all. Part of the bargain. Goodbye. See you later.
Heavens. It's $1,000.
Well, so you got the job.
Yes. You were trying to warn me about something before I went in, weren't you?
It's no use now. I only hope you have better luck with it than I had.
Were you... Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be. Look, Lizanne, I don't know who you are, but you must be somebody. You must be mixed up in this thing somehow.
I must be somebody?
If you're not, get out of it while you can. You are, of course, but get out of it anyway.
Why?
Didn't it ever occur to you that the ad you answered may have been in the papers for weeks, and that there are thousands of beautiful girls in New York, and that hundreds of them must have come up here and been turned away?
I wondered, yes.
And why do you think out of all those you were chosen?
That's it. I don't know. Diary, October 12th. Yes, why was I chosen? Who are they, really? And more important, what do they know about me? There's no answer except to work with them and wait. At least I know that at last I found the trail of the cross-eyed bear. It's true, then, about the torn check divided among the 3 sons. And one is already dead, Dean. The second, the man I'm supposed to meet tonight, to trap. I'm sure now that I was right to come to New York, and I'm sure I was right to answer the strange ad. As for danger, I always knew it would be there.
You're sure Lance hasn't come in yet, Miss Stephenson?
Positive. I've asked the head waiter twice. I don't think it'd be wise to ask again.
Perhaps not.
Does he do this often? Stay away like this?
No, that's the funny part. They say he's been at that piano every night for a year. This is the first
Look,
time...
Lizanne. Do you mind if I call you Lizanne?
No.
Well, you didn't by any chance tip our friend off that people were looking for him, did you?
Why should I when I'm working for you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Skip it. Just a habit. Nobody trusts anybody in this thing anymore.
But if you don't trust me...
Of course we trust you, Lizanne. He was a little nervous, that's all.
I'm not nervous. I like sitting around nightclubs with beautiful girls.
You do look very charming tonight, Lizanne.
It would be hard not to on $1,000.
Hey, don't look around now, but our boy's just come in.
Did he see us?
No. I just happened to be looking around the corner and saw his back. He's heading for the orchestra.
All right, Lizanne, here you go. Don't be nervous. Just talk with him, chat along, you know.
What should I not say?
And be as frank as you like. There's nothing to conceal.
All right. Oh, waiter. See you later. Waiter, I have a table reserved for tonight. My escort will be along shortly.
Yes, madame. What is the name, please?
Stephenson. It's table number 24, I think, over by the orchestra.
Oh, well, this way, please, madame. Ah. And here we are, madame. Do you wish to order now or later?
I'll wait, thank you.
Oh, thank you, madame.
Excuse me.
Yes?
May I ask you a question?
Why not?
Won't you sit down for a minute?
All right. Well,
I wanted to ask your name.
my name is Vaught. V-A-U-G-H-T, Vaught.
And your first name?
Lance. Why?
It's only because you look like someone whose picture I saw in the paper once.
Yeah?
Don't you believe me?
Why should I? You're just another one of these people who've been going around here lately with a bad case of mistaken identity. Well, you're wrong, too.
You know about it, then?
About the cross-eyed bear? Of course I do. It's been following me long enough. They think I'm Lance Villiers, that I'm heir to a lot of Swedish dough. Well, I'm not.
You still look like the picture I saw in the paper.
Who are you working for, Stephen?
No, that's just it. Don't you see? Your life's in danger.
Not as long as I keep my face shut, it isn't.
Look, you must trust me. I can help you.
I don't need any help.
Are you sure you don't?
Say, who are you working for? I noticed you ducked that one.
No, I didn't. I don't have to lie.
Well, who is it?
His name is Bill Folker.
I never heard of him.
He's working for the Swedish government. He wants to help you, too.
A lot of people seem to want to help me.
Won't you talk to him?
I might.
Tonight? They're here at another table.
They?
Bill and his bodyguard, Hugh King.
Oh, since when do representatives of neutral governments need bodyguards?
Apparently when they become involved with the cross-eyed bear. Please come.
All right. For a couple of minutes. I'll admit I'm rather curious.
Over here. Why, I didn't tell you my name, did I? It's Lizanne. Lizanne Stephenson.
Oh, nice.
Here we are. Mr. Folker, Mr. King, this is Mr. Lance Fort.
How do you do, sir? Mr. Vaught?
Won't you sit down, Mr. Vaught, please?
Thanks. Uh-huh. I thought perhaps I'd recognize you.
Oh, yes, I've been in here several times.
Pleasure or business?
A little of both. Look, Mr. Vaught, I'll speak frankly with you.
You can save it. Your Miss Stephenson has told me all about it. My name is Vaught. You're barking up the wrong tree. Got a birth certificate? Why should I show it to you? It might, Uh-oh. Here comes something.
Well, hello, Hugh.
Hi, Toby.
Oh, don't let me disturb you. But you better make some introductions, Hugh.
Well, this is Inspector Tobin of the Homicide Squad. Miss Stephenson, Mr. Vaught.
How do you do?
Mr. Falker.
How do you do?
What's up, Toby?
Oh, I just thought I'd like to ask a few questions.
Well, I'm sure you don't want me. I've got to get back.
You better stick around, son.
Oh.
I don't
I see.
suppose any of you can give a satisfactory account of your movements between, say, 8 and 10 this evening with witnesses. I thought so. How about you, Miss Stephenson? You're a new one. I thought you might at least.
Well, it took me quite a long time to dress.
It looks as though it might have. Well, it's better to have too many suspects than none, I guess.
Come on, Toby. Give.
There's been a murder.
A murder?
That's right. A certain Lydia Vinton. Your secretary, Mr. Folker.
Lydia?
Surprised?
Why? Of course.
Where do I come in on this?
Well, now, Mr. Vaught, the New York police know a lot more about what's going on in the world than you think. All sorts of things. Like the cross-eyed bear, for instance.
I've got nothing to do with the cross-eyed bear.
Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But there are a lot of people who think you have, including me.
But Lydia, poor Lydia, she was only my secretary. She had nothing to do with it.
Had nothing to do with the cross-eyed bear? Whether you knew it or not, Mr. Folker, Lydia Vinton was in the cross-eyed bear thing up to her neck. She knew the Villiers setup. She knew the Villiers family. In fact, she was one of the heirs to the Villiers fortune.
Lydia was?
Lydia, Mr. Folker, was the wife of Stephen Villiers. And that's why she was killed.
October 14th. Lydia. Poor Lydia. Who tried to warn me. And no wonder. Lydia was an heir to the Cross-Eyed Bear's estate. And she is dead. Dean was the youngest son and heir, and he is dead. And the next, Lance. Of course he is Lance Villiers. His disappearing is as good as signing a confession that he is Lance Villiers. He disappeared not because he was a murderer of Lydia or anyone else. But he is afraid of being murdered because he is the second son of the Cross-Eyed Bear. And that means I've got to find him before they do.
Sport? Lance Sport? No, I don't know anybody by that name.
He might be using some other name, but he's a piano player.
That isn't him over there, is it?
No. You don't have any other piano player, one who's just recently come with you?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Sure, he belonged to the Musicians Union. They all do, but he hasn't worked for over a week, and, well, if he didn't leave any forwarding address at his hotel, I'm sorry. Some of these piano players are funny guys.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know who you mean, all right. I used to go by this corner every evening. Oh, but that fella's wanted. You don't think you're going to find him before us cops do you?
No, ma'am, I'm sorry. Nobody answering that description ever registered here.
I know you feel mighty bad about not finding that man. I can see that. Do you want a little advice?
Yes, I do.
You ever hear of the 48 Club up in Harlem?
No.
You go up there. Now, I'll tell you how to get there. And you just hang around. You'll show up there one of these nights.
But why?
Because nobody that's a real musician. And I know that boy is a real musician. Nobody could stay away from there very long. They got a piano team up there. You just got to hear him ever so often. Now, you just go on up there like I tell you.
Are you sure?
I think I know who you mean. I've been keeping my eye out ever since you told me.
I see. Well, thank you.
The man you want wouldn't have a beard, would he?
Beard? I don't know.
There's the gentleman right over there.
Where? Oh.
That him?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think I'll take a table for a while anyway. Lance!
Quiet, you little fool. Come here. Sit down.
Oh, Lance, I'm so glad I found you. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. And the beard.
I had to do something.
Not very good. I recognized you.
All right. What are you here for? Put the finger on me?
Oh, Lance. No, that isn't true.
Why not?
Because you trust me, don't you?
Well, yes, for some reason.
I know why. Because I trust you and you know.
You trust me?
Oh, don't you see? We're all in this together. We're all in danger.
How does that apply to you?
Well, I'll tell you. First, listen. Don't you see what you've done? By running away, you've all but made an open confession that you are Lance Villiers. The police may think you ran away because you killed Lydia. But whoever did kill her knows why you ran away. Don't you see?
Yeah, I know. I thought of that after a couple of days, but it was too late then.
You are Lance Villiers, aren't you?
Why should I tell you?
Because we can help each other. Because if we don't, we're both helpless.
How do I know you're not with them?
I'm not with anybody. I'm trying to find out just as much as you are.
Look, sister, I don't know if you are or not, but I'm gambling with my life.
Listen, if you're Lance Villiers, you have a torn piece of a check made out by your father, Canute Villiers, the Cross-Eyed Bear, for 1/3 of his estate. There are 2 others exactly alike. And all 3 must be presented together before any are valid. If I show you another of those pieces of that check, then will you believe me?
Yes.
I will. But first, we've got to find a place for you to hide.
Where did you get part of that check?
Never mind that now. Where have you been staying?
Oh, here and there. One broken-down hotel after another.
I know. My place. It's got 2 rooms, and you can have one of them.
Isn't that risky?
No, don't you see? It's like the story of the man who left the valuable letter in plain sight on his desk. The simplest place to find you is the last place they'll look. Come on. Here we are. How do you like it?
Well, it's a lot better than I've been used to lately.
And there are bolts on the doors. I had that done the second day I got mixed up in this thing.
Oh, which room do you want me to take?
Oh, you might as well have this one, I guess. The phone's in the next room. You won't want to be answering that anyway.
Well, this is all right.
We can work and plan here. It'll be our headquarters. We can... Well, there's the phone now. Make yourself comfortable. Why don't you try the piano?
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Hello, who is it? Hello? That's funny. There was no... Lance! Bill, how'd you get here? What happened?
You can see for yourself.
You killed him.
Bill! Someone followed me. He's right behind me.
I can't help that.
Come on, open up.
Come in. The door's open.
Where? What happened here?
I don't know. I walked in and found them like that. Lovers' quarrel, I guess.
Bill, what are you saying?
So this is where he's been hiding out.
No!
You better take her in, Inspector.
Come along, Miss Stephenson.
Here we are, miss. Don't fret now. It's no use. Try to get a good night's sleep.
Can I call a lawyer?
Sure you can. You want me to get in touch with someone for you? Who do you want me to call?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who to call her. Or who to trust. October 28th. At least they will let me write. But what? I've been such a fool. They are Stefan's agents, Bill Foker and Hugh King, and I walked into the trap. They must have followed me, seen me locate Lance, perhaps even heard what we said. Now Lance is dead. The police believe I killed him, and they will swear to it with all the power of money, even foreign governments behind them. But worst of all, they must know who I am. They must know where the third piece of the cross-eyed bear's check is. That is why I am to be next. Dean, Lydia, Lance, and now Lizanne.
Here she is, Mr. Foker.
Bill!
Lizanne, I'm so sorry. I couldn't come to you sooner. It was a matter of your life and mine, too.
Your life?
Didn't you see through it? Oh, you poor child, I've been so blind. But it's all right now. We're safe.
Are we?
Come along and I'll tell you about it on the way. Everything's in order, isn't it, Matron?
Certainly, Mr. Foker.
You didn't really think I'd done such a thing to you, did you? Didn't you see him standing there?
Who?
King. Hugh King. Don't you see it now?
Is he?
Of course. He's been Stefan's man all the time. Watching me. Protecting me. Waiting for me, for us, to lead him to the answer and then striking.
This way, please, and then you can get out right through the courtyard.
Thank you. You see now why I had to do it? I didn't actually see him kill Lance. I got there a second later. If I'd accused him, he'd have denied it. They wouldn't have arrested him for a few hours at least. And in those few hours, with the power of Stefan behind him, it would have been you and I next, Lizanne.
But why did you let me be sent to jail?
To make him think I believed him. But chiefly because I knew you'd be safe here. And only if I knew you were safe could I do what I had to do.
What?
He won't trouble us again, Lizanne. It's finished, at last.
I can still hardly believe that Hugh King... Oh, it's been so horrible.
I know, my poor child. Come along, I'm going to take you home. Taxi! Lizanne, you should have told me who you were. Just relax for a while. Like a drink?
No, thanks.
You don't mind if I do?
Of course not.
As a matter of fact, there are still a few things I haven't told you about this little business of the cross-eyed bear.
There must be quite a lot of things.
For instance, you never knew I had a wall safe behind this bar, did you?
No.
And of course, you didn't know what I kept in it. Perhaps you'd be interested to see.
Cross-eyed bear's check. All 3 pieces.
Yes. Lance's, who had his part in his pocket, the fool. Yours and my own.
You?
You know, I rather marvel that my poor brother Dean managed to marry such a naive girl. You've believed in me all the way, haven't you, Lizanne? Even this afternoon.
When did you know?
Really, my dear, you don't think you were that beautiful, do you? I knew my younger brother had a wife somewhere, and I knew she'd turn up eventually if I used the right bait.
The ad.
The ad. But you weren't quite as innocent about that ad as you pretended, were you? The beautiful girl went looking for danger. You were trying to find the man who killed Dean, weren't you?
Yes.
Didn't you realize that he'd only married you for protection, so there'd be one more heir to the Villiers' fortune, so they couldn't all be killed, or so he thought?
Yes, I realized that after I'd married him.
Lizanne, I have a private plane waiting for me, and I have the check. By the way, I got your part out of your safe deposit vault, copies of your keys.
Oh.
So there's no use prolonging the agony. You understand.
You're going to kill me.
I'm afraid I must. Dean, Lance, my poor silly wife Lydia, who became a little too panic-stricken, and now, since as Dean's wife you're the last heir to the Villiers' fortune,
You can't! You'll never get away with it!
I will. Oh, it'll look like suicide, naturally. I've even forged a little note in which you confess to the other murders. Remorse. Do I make myself clear?
No!
My poor child, you mustn't think you can deceive me by that ancient trick of staring over my shoulder at a non-existent intruder.
Drop it, Bill.
You!
I said drop it.
You, are you all right?
Sure, I'm all right. It was a close one for you, though, baby. I told Tobin to keep you there till I got back.
I'll call a doctor.
Oh, that can wait. But this can't.
Oh, you. November 17th. This is the end of you, darling. I'm a married woman now. And the most appropriate end I can think of is this clipping from today's Times, pasted on the last page. Stephenson King. Villiers heiress weds FBI agent Hugh King, who shadowed notorious Stephen Villiers for 6 months to break international murder mystery. By special dispensation of Justice and War Departments, couple will honeymoon in Sweden.
And so closes The Cross-Eyed Bear, starring Virginia Bruce and John Loder. Tonight's tale of suspense. This is your narrator, the Man in Black, who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour with us again next week, when Orson Welles will begin a 4-week engagement as our very welcome guest on Suspense. During the next weeks, Mr. Welles will star in 3 unusual and spectacular suspense plays. The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell, The Lost Special by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and Donovan's Brain by Kurt Siodmak, the last of which will be done in 2 parts on successive weeks. The producer of these broadcasts is William Spear, who, with Ted Bliss, the director, Bernard Herrmann and Lucian Marowik, conductor and composer, and Robert L. Richards, the radio author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
My dear, sometimes the mind likes to run along and do what it does best, which is dig, if you will. Now, I try not to hand it a spade too often, but, well, as they say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, so restricting it can only lead to negative outcomes. I worry if I can handle the penalty.
Have you heard the strange tales of the Whistler?
I'm the Whistler.
I know John Blake isn't here. I know because he's disappeared. I know you're trying to keep it out of the press because you think he's been kidnapped.
Another Sunday night, and again, CBS presents The Whistler.
I, the Whistler, know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, many secrets hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. And so I tell you tonight the amazing story of the penalty. Young Alan Harper stands at the window of his small office and stares gloomily out over the city as the lights flicker on in the dusk. Alan has troubles. Perhaps he should have kept his job as a private detective. Perhaps he shouldn't have taken a law course, for he hasn't had a single client since the day he passed the bar examination. Better to give up and go back to the detective agency. Then the door opens and a figure steps into the dimly lighted room.
Are you the attorney?
Why, yes. Yes, I'm Alan Harper.
I have a little business for you.
Business? Oh, what kind of business?
I want you to draw a will and later deliver a letter for me.
A will? Oh, yes, of course.
Do you know who I am?
Well, I've certainly seen you before, but I just can't place you.
I'm John Blake, president of the Plymouth Building and Loan.
Oh, yes, of course. I've seen your picture many times.
Yes.
But why have you come to me? You have a staff of the best attorneys in town.
I know, but because of the peculiar nature of the business at hand, I prefer an unknown, a lawyer who had no previous interest in me or my affairs.
I see.
And also one who was not doing any too well.
Well, I'll have to admit that you picked a good example.
In a few moments, you'll have guessed what I have in mind. You'll know why I can't have my own attorneys handle this.
Why not?
You have no personal interest in me, Harper. This is a cold business proposition, and I'll make it worth your while.
Yes?
When I walk out of here, I want you to forget the whole thing for a few days. Agreed?
Very well.
Then take down what I say, and I'll sign it. To my daughter, Anita Blake, I leave all my property, personal and real, including the painting of her mother, Marcia Blake. This will supersedes any and all instruments of this nature previously drawn.
Yes.
That's all.
Oh?
Yes. I'll sign it now. Now, here is a letter addressed to my brother, Hilary, in this city. He's recently returned after 25 years in Australia. Though he has written me several times lately, we've been estranged all these years over a situation which this letter will clear up.
Very well, Mr. Blake, but just what...
No questions, Mr. Harper, please. I want you to keep the will and letter. You'll know what to do with them when the time arrives.
Are you... I mean... Mr. Blake, are you afraid of being murdered?
No, Harper, there was a time... Oh, but not now.
Sounds a little crazy to me.
Here you are, young man. Your fee.
What?
$1,000.
Oh, but that's most unusual. Why all that?
I'm paying you that much because I know you need it badly, and your need will make you keep our agreement that you'll forget all this for a few days and say nothing to anyone.
You're planning to commit suicide, Mr. Blake.
What if I were?
Then it's my duty to stop you.
What would my death matter to you? People die every day, commit suicide, or murdered. It means nothing to you.
Yes, but this is different.
Mr. Harper, I'm not planning to commit suicide.
You're sure?
Yes, I assure you. So if you don't care to go through with the agreement, I'll take the money back and find someone else.
No. No, I believe you, Mr. Blake. I'll keep the agreement. I've got to.
Very well. Goodbye, Harper, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Blake.
Young Alan Harper sits pondering over the strange events. The will, the letter. He drops the role of attorney, and his mind works from the angle of the detective. What a strange situation. Another day has passed, and toward noon, Anita Blake talks to her fiancé, Wilbur Martin.
I'm sorry to call you out here, Wilbur, but I just had to talk to you.
Oh, what is it, Anita? What's wrong?
It's about Father.
Your father?
He left the office late yesterday afternoon, but he didn't come home.
Well, maybe he went to his club.
No, Wilbur. I mean, he didn't come home at all. He still hasn't come. I called his club. I called every place. Oh, Wilbur, I'm terribly worried.
Why?
Well, Father's been acting strangely of late. He's so morose. I'm afraid.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
I'm afraid something's happened to him.
Anita, maybe he's been kidnapped.
Wilbur, kidnapped? But if that had happened, wouldn't someone contact us by this time?
Maybe not. Have you called every place that he might be?
Oh, yes.
Have you called the police?
No, I wanted to wait till I talked to you.
Have you called his brother, Hillary?
No, I haven't, but I don't think he'd be there. You know about that situation. They haven't been on good terms for years and years. They've only seen each other once since Uncle Hillary came back from Australia.
Yes, I know. He's a strange sort of person, that Hillary. I've only seen him once, the time I went to his apartment with you, but he's certainly strange.
I know, but perhaps that's only natural.
What was it that caused them to become so bitter towards each other?
I really don't know. Father never told me. But I think it had something to do with a girl they were both in love with.
Did your father know Hillary was coming back to the States?
Of course. Hillary wrote him several times, but Father didn't answer him.
Is your Uncle Hillary well fixed?
Certainly. He became wealthy in Australia. What are you trying to say?
Are you sure he made money over there?
Of course. Father told me that many times.
Well, your father could have been misled about Hillary being well off.
Wilbur, I don't know what you mean. I think Uncle Hillary is all right. I rather like him. And I don't care what the differences were between them. Are you inferring that Uncle Hillary...
No, I'm not inferring anything. I'm just asking. Why not call Hillary and ask him to come over here?
All right.
Don't tell him about your father. Just ask him to come over here as soon as possible.
You're all wrong about this, Wilbur. I know now what you're thinking. But I'm sure you're wrong.
You call him, Anita. And let him think your father is here. Then, after we talk to him, we can call the police.
Wilbur is very clever. He may be right about Hillary. Maybe Hillary knows something about his brother's strange disappearance. But then Hillary is clever, too. Quite clever. A half hour later, Hillary arrives.
What on earth is this all about?
I'm awfully glad you could come so soon, Uncle Hillary.
John Needle?
Oh, you remember Wilbur Martin, Uncle, my fiancé.
Yes, of course. What's wrong with you two? What's happened?
Mr. Blake, how long since you've seen your brother?
Why, it's been about 4 or 5 months, shortly after I came here from Australia.
Wilbur,
Would you like to have a few words with him?
Why, certainly. What's happened?
Wilbur, stop this nonsense. Uncle Hillary, Father is... Well, he isn't here. He's disappeared.
What? Disappeared?
Yes, and Wilbur thought maybe you knew where he was.
I see. Well, but I don't know.
I know that now, but, well, I just wanted to make sure.
Don't let your imagination run away with you, Wilbur.
Father didn't come home last night from the office. I've called every place. Every place.
Well, what do you think's become of him?
Well, he's been acting very strangely. I'm afraid that he's committed suicide.
Suicide?
But Wilbur thinks that somebody may have kidnapped him for ransom. We could both be right.
He could have been murdered.
I suggest that you call the police at once and check the hospitals, the morgue, every place.
Yes, of course. You call them, Wilbur, please. I can't.
Yes, you're calling. I'll attend to it.
Wilbur calls the police, and the hospital, and the morgue. But he learns nothing of value. 2 days pass by, and still not a sign of John Blake or his body. Then Alan Harper, the attorney, visits the John Blake home.
Come in, Mr. Harper.
Thank you, Miss Blake.
This is my fiancé, Mr. Martin.
Mr. Martin.
What is it, Mr. Harper?
Is your father here, Miss Blake?
My father? Why, no.
What did you want to see him about, Harper?
Why, I wanted to see him on some personal business.
Well, why don't you try to find him at his office?
I did, but he isn't there. He hasn't been there for several days.
Just what is your business, Mr. Harper? Why do you want to see Mr. Blake?
I don't want to see Mr. Blake because I don't think he's here. I came to see Miss Blake.
What do you want, Mr. Harper? Who are you?
I'm a detective.
Detective?
Yes.
Go on, Mr. Harper.
I know John Blake isn't here. I know because he's disappeared. I know you're trying to keep it out of the press because you think he's been kidnapped.
We called the police. We asked them to keep it quiet.
Yes, I know that. But I'm working in the background.
Well, if you don't think he's here, then where do you think he is?
I think he's dead.
Dead? What? Why do you think that?
Just what do you know, Mr. Harper?
Oh, here you are, Anita. I wanted to talk to you and...
Mr. Blake.
What? And who is this?
Mr. Blake. Well, sir.
You seem startled, young man. What's wrong?
Well, yes, I am, sir. I thought that...
What did you think?
Well, I thought you were dead, sir. That is...
He's a detective.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Blake, but... Well, I guess curiosity got the better of me.
What are you talking about?
Well, you remember the agreement.
What agreement?
Wait a minute. Do you know who you're talking to?
Yes, of course. John Blake.
No, Mr. Harper. This is my uncle, my father's brother, Hillary.
Hillary? Hillary Blake?
Yes, my father's twin brother.
Twins? John and Hillary were twins?
Of course.
Well, I didn't know that.
And apparently you know my father, John Blake.
Yes. What did you know about him? You know where he is?
Well, excuse me just a moment. I've never been so startled in all my life. Yes. Yes, now that I look at him, now that I recall his speech, there's a difference.
And why do you think John Blake is dead, Mr. Harper?
I've just come from police headquarters.
You mean he's been murdered?
No, not murdered. From all indications, he's committed suicide.
Suicide? Are you sure?
Oh, Father, I was afraid of this.
This morning, a hat and coat and overcoat were found on the river docks. In the coat was a typewritten copy of a will made the day before yesterday. The hat bears the initials J.B.
There was a will, you say?
Yes. Could you identify the hat and coat, Miss Blake?
Of course.
Very well. Come in, Sergeant. This is Sergeant Hanlon. Do you recognize this coat and hat, Miss Blake?
Yes. Yes, I do. They were father's. Oh, Wilbur.
Sure, Driver. I can't understand it.
But the hat and coat are not conclusive evidence. What about the will found in the pocket?
Show them the will, Sergeant.
You read it, Wilbur.
Yes, of course. To my daughter, Anita Blake, I leave all my property, personal and real, including the painting of her mother, Marcia Blake. This will supersedes any and all instruments of this nature previously drawn. But no signature.
I have the original. Here you are.
It's the original and signed. Where did you get this, Harper?
Look at the signature of the witness.
Alan Harper. You witnessed the signature?
I did.
And how do you explain that, Mr. Harper?
Because I typed the will for John Blake the night he disappeared. He signed it, and I witnessed the signature.
But why should he come to you, a detective?
It's true that I'm a detective, but I'm also an attorney at law.
But Mr. Blake has his own attorney.
Nevertheless, he came to me to draw this will. And if I hadn't recognized him from his pictures, I wouldn't have witnessed the signature.
You recognize your father's signature, Anita?
Yes. Yes, it's his, all right.
I still can't understand the reason for his doing such a thing. He had everything in the world, everything to live for, money, position. He must have been out of his mind.
Well, I'll admit he did act very strangely, but he seemed to be rational enough.
But this still isn't proof that he's dead. There's no body, no proof that he committed suicide.
The body may not be found for days, but this evidence at hand certainly indicates that a body will be found eventually.
Maybe not, Mr. Harper. It's possible they could have...
What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Miss Blake, in a way, I blame myself for your father's death.
How do you mean?
While he was dictating the will, I had a premonition that he was planning to kill himself. When I confronted him with my suspicion, he was able to convince me that he had no such intention. It's obvious now why he came to me.
Why?
He wanted someone who didn't know him personally. His own attorneys would have been able to see through his plan and prevent his carrying it out.
But why did he make this new will if he'd already made one?
Yes, that's what I'd like to know.
Well, I'm still not convinced that he committed suicide.
No? Well, maybe this will help. Here's a letter he asked me to deliver to Hillary Blake.
A letter? To me?
Yes. He said it would clear up a few things.
Well,
What does it say, Uncle?
it says several things. Things he'd never have said unless he were going to die. Suppose you read it, Wilbur.
Yes. Hillary, for 25 years now, jealousy and bitterness have kept us apart. I know why you stayed over there in Australia all these years. I know you loved Marcia, that she was rightfully yours. But I loved her, too. I couldn't go on without her. I know you despised us both all these years, and I pretended to despise you. I had to pretend because I lied to Marcia. I told her you were engaged to a woman in Australia. Marcia is innocent. I was to blame. When Marcia died last year, you wrote that you were coming back. I knew that your resentment had faded, but I didn't answer you. I've kept away from you because I just couldn't face it. I told you all this because things have happened, which you will learn soon enough, that have decided me to close my book and write finito. I have made a new will, leaving everything I possess to Anita. Anita is young, Hillary. I beg of you to watch after her as though she were your own, which, but for my selfishness, she might well have been. Forgive me, Hillary. John. Well, this certainly indicates suicide.
What does he mean by things have happened?
That, Miss Blake, is the motive for which we'll just have to wait.
Yes. For that, and the body.
Everyone seems to be convinced that John Blake has committed suicide. That is, everyone except Wilbur Martin. But still the body has not been found. Then, one morning 4 days later, Alan Harper calls Anita and Hillary to police headquarters.
Morning, Miss Blake. Mr. Blake?
What is it, Mr. Harper?
Have you found John?
I hope you don't mind my coming along, Mr. Harper.
No. No, not at all, Mr. Martin.
What's happened?
They found a body this morning on the rocks at the mouth of the river. It's rather badly bruised and cut, and, well, it's in a bad condition, but I think you should look at it.
Oh,
I know how you feel, Miss Blake, but I'm afraid it's necessary.
very well. I'll be all right.
May I come too?
Please do, Wilbur.
This way, please. Here we are.
Wilbur.
What do you say, Miss Blake?
Oh, it's awful.
Now, get hold of yourself, Anita. Please, you must.
Yes, that's Father.
And you, Mr. Blake?
Well, it's certainly hard to say. It looks like it might be John, but was there no means of identification on his body? No jewelry?
Father never wore any jewelry.
There was nothing but this suit here. Nothing in the pockets.
Oh, Wilbur, that's Father's suit, all right. It's Father, I know. But why? Why did he do it?
Come along, Miss Blake. You needn't stay here any longer.
No, darling. Well, I still can't understand it.
I'd like to have a word with you, Martin.
Yes? All right.
Oh, would you and your uncle wait here for a moment?
Of course.
This way, Martin. All right, Martin. Why did you phone me?
I wanted permission to see the body.
Do you think it was John Blake?
Oh, I can't tell, but they certainly should know.
Wilbur, from the start, you've been skeptical about the suicide theory. Why?
Why? Well,
Who were you trying to frame?
You're crazy. I'm not trying to frame anybody.
You think he was murdered?
Yes, I do.
But not by you, of course.
Certainly not.
But how do you account for the fact that John came to my office, signed the will he dictated, and gave me the letter to Hillary? He must have contemplated suicide.
Are you sure it was John Blake who made the will?
You think it was Hillary?
It could have been.
But John's temples were quite gray, and he had no trace of an accent.
Hillary could have dropped the accent and grayed his temples.
Go on.
He could have gotten hold of John's clothes and hat. And after he left you, he could have killed John and thrown him in the river and left the evidence at the riverfront.
And why would Hillary kill John?
Well, there have been several reasons. Maybe because of Marcia. Several reasons.
Did John Blake object to your engagement to Anita?
No. Why should he?
Anita Blake identified her father's handwriting on the will and the letter to Hillary. She identified the body, but you keep harping about murder.
Maybe she only thought it was his handwriting.
You'd better be careful, Wilbur. If you're trying to make a murder out of this, you may hang yourself.
What? How?
False accusation. I've still got the will and the letter to Hillary. I checked with papers at John's office. The writing is the same.
Maybe Hillary is clever at forgery.
Maybe.
Did you have the experts check the writing?
Not yet.
Well, then how can you tell unless you had a sample of Hillary's writing?
I take it you have a sample of Hillary's writing. You found the letters from Hillary to John?
Yes. Found a packet of them. It's on his desk.
Good. That, Wilbur, is what I was waiting for.
Well, there they are. Several of them tied together.
Now, I'll tell you something. I never thought John committed suicide. I think he was murdered.
You do?
Yes. And before you go, Wilbur, I'd like to have a sample of your handwriting. Here on this pad.
Very well.
Thank you, Wilbur. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, Sergeant, have you finished checking?
Yes, Harper, I've finished.
And what's the verdict?
Well, this is the cleverest bit of forgery I've ever come across. This would have passed any place if the question hadn't come up.
So?
This will and the letter to Hillary would certainly get by anyone as having been written by John Blake.
Yes?
When comparing the suicide letter from John to Hillary with this letter Hillary wrote from Australia, we notice a difference, but a basic similarity.
Would the fact that they're twins be the reason for that?
No, on closer examination, we find characteristics which couldn't appear in both letters if they were twins.
Then you agree with me that Hillary must have written the suicide letter and signed the will.
I certainly do. It's a tough thing to prove. I think you're on the right track, but, well,
all I can do is bluff it through, eh?
I'm afraid you'll have to work on forcing a confession on this case.
Did you check all these letters from Hillary?
No, just those on top.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you checked them all.
Well, just as you say.
Now, what about young Wilbur Martin?
Well, so far I can't see much in him to worry about. But then you never can tell.
I think Hillary's the man, all right. I thought that for some time. But I'll just phone out to the house and tell Wilbur Martin that we've uncovered the whole thing, and if Wilbur's in on it, he'll be gone when I get there. He can be picked up later.
Okay, I'll check the rest of Hillary's letter.
Go ahead. I won't phone out there till you've finished.
10 minutes later, a startling piece of news breaks. The headlines are screamed by newsboys. Extras flood the streets. And Wilbur Martin rushes to the Blake home and faces Anita and Hillary Blake.
What is it, Wilbur? What's wrong with you?
Yes, for heaven's sake, what's happened?
You haven't heard? You don't know, Anita?
No, what do you mean?
Well, look at these headlines.
Plymouth Building and Loan crashes. Wilbur, what does it mean?
I'll tell you. John Blake embezzled the company funds and they've gone to the wall.
What?
Yes, close the doors.
Wilbur, no, I can't believe such...
I'm sorry, Anita. Here it is in black and white.
Then that's the motive for his suicide.
Why?
Why? Because he knew he was caught. What else?
He could have put the money back, couldn't he?
Yes, but maybe he lost it by trying to make more to cover up the shortage.
I don't think he lost.
You don't?
No.
Nonsense. He must have. Why would he kill himself?
Maybe he didn't kill himself.
Oh, now, please, Anita. You mustn't worry. I know this is very embarrassing for you, but it isn't your fault. Let me take you away for a while. We can run down to Mexico till this blows over.
You won't take her to Mexico. You won't take her anyplace.
Just what do you mean?
What's wrong with you, Wilbur? You're acting stupid.
Do you want to go to Mexico with a murderer?
What?
Your father may have built the company, but I don't believe he lost the money.
Wilbur.
He hid it. And your Uncle Hillary found out where he hid it, and he set up the suicide to cover your father's murder.
Crazy. Out of your mind.
This doesn't make sense. I have all the money I need.
Yes, you have now.
You're a fool. Pack your things, Anita. I'll phone the airport for a reservation.
You won't leave this room.
Do you know what can be done to you for threatening people with firearms? I'll call the police.
You don't need to call the police. They're on the way here now. Just talk to that detective, Mr. Harper. They've proved that you wrote the John's will and the suicide letter. You killed John, and you have the money.
Wilbur, you're crazy. You're out of your mind.
I know what I'm talking about.
Get out here. Get out. Get out!
No, I won't leave. No one will leave till they come. Well, you got here just in time, Mr. Harper. Hillary was going to Mexico on the next plane and taking Anita with him.
Mexico?
Yes, he knows everything. I just told him about the handwriting discovery. John Blake stole the money from the loan company. Hillary here found out about it and learned where it was hidden and killed John.
He's talking nonsense. Mr. Blake, Sergeant Evans here is the police handwriting expert. He's examined the will and the suicide letter from John. He's also checked them with your recent letters from Australia.
What?
And your letters from Australia show a definite resemblance, the same characteristics which appear in the will and the suicide letter.
You wrote the suicide letter?
Definitely.
We can get a conviction on it.
Ridiculous.
But there's something else. The will mentions a painting of Marcia Blake, Anita's mother. Where's that painting?
Well, there it is on the wall.
Just a moment.
I hope you don't mind, Miss Blake.
You're tearing off the back.
Yes. Yes. And there you are. There's the reason why.
Bonds. Thousands in negotiable bonds. Then Hillary did know about the money. He did kill John for all this.
I did no such thing.
No. No, that's right. You didn't kill John Blake.
Well, then who did?
Look at these two letters from Hillary Blake to John. What are the dates?
September and November 1940.
Those were Hillary's last letters to John. Now look at these. June and July 1920. You notice any difference?
All are signed by Hillary. But the ones dated 1920 are not at all like the ones written in 1940.
Not the least similarity. We just discovered these old letters. The ones dated 1920 were written by Hillary. But the ones dated 1940 were written by John.
John? What do you mean?
You're under arrest, Mr. Blake. Not for murder, because there's been no murder. You're under arrest on a charge of embezzlement.
Embezzlement?
And you, Miss Blake, are under arrest as an accomplice.
Oh, but what are you saying?
At first, we overlooked the earlier letters of Hillary Blake. But when we saw them, we knew they were not the same hand. We knew John forged the recent ones. Furthermore, I checked with Australia. Hillary Blake died in Sydney 10 years ago. This man is John Blake, posing as Hillary to escape the penalty for looting the company.
Nita, you...
Anita knew all about it. She's in on the plan. Oh, it was a clever one. And they might have gotten away with the phony suicide, but he picked the wrong attorney. Oh, here's your $1,000, Blake. But I'm afraid it won't do either of you much good now.
Well, that's the story. John had gone to great lengths in laying his plan, but he made a mistake by failing to destroy the early letters from Hillary, and he underestimated Wilbur's intelligence. John had covered every point. He had even established residence in an apartment as Hillary, had used the story of estrangement as an excuse for not associating with Hillary. And what of the body in the morgue? That's where they slipped again. The police knew the identity of the body. That was merely a trap laid by Alan Harper. Anita was too quick in identifying the first body she saw, too anxious. It was obviously not her father, but the finding of an unidentified body seemed so convenient that she jumped at the chance to declare it was John Blake. Yes, there's many a slip twixt, but you know the rest.
CBS has presented The Whistlers. Original music for this production was composed and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. The Whistler is written and directed by J. Donald Wilson and originates from Columbia Square in Hollywood. Next week, same time,
I, the Whistler, will return to tell you another unusual story. Good night.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Well, my dear, the evening has run its course. The darkness will soon have to retreat as the tyranny of the day returns. But you must be heading home and I too. Well, it's not important. But please do join me again and soon. I enjoy your presence more than you could imagine. I'll be right here, same time, same place, ready to share something delightful with you. But if I may ask one more favor, as you make your way home, as you wander through the twilight, as you enter your door, as you lay your head on that soft, cool pillow, take one moment as you nod away and be thankful for what you have. I'll be seeing you soon.